All right, welcome back to another episode of Small Guys Podcast. Today we are doing the hit Netflix show Kaleidoscope, and we're talking episode 2 of Last of Us, spoiler talk. Before getting into all that stuff, though, we're going to start with the movie news. We got all of us besides Mike today. Poor Mike. May he rest in peace.
He's actually he's down here with the hurricane restoration effort, so no worries.
He's still saving.
Yeah, he was lifting houses. He was picking them up off the beach. Yeah.
Well, now that we got him not on here, he uses steroids, right?
No, it's called SARMs.
SARMs, okay.
He calls it TRT. It's not natural.
He's using something.
Or like the kids like to call it on TikTok trend.
Yeah.
No, Mike, because we know that you're going to listen to this episode because you're not on it. You have 24 hours after this episode drops to say otherwise, and then if not, it's just official here, Small Guys.
Yeah, it's fact. Locked in.
We're not going to renew your contract, basically, is what Brian's saying.
Yep, PEDs are going to be tested, and we'll go from there.
Well, yeah, because when we test them, then he's going to fail, and then that's it. So, but yeah, let's get into movie news. Violent Night
Italy
2.
right now.
Oh, Italy.
Actually, I think he's in Paris.
Oh, he's in Paris?
Yeah, not sure he's doing out there, but
I do want to
something about Eiffel and the tower. But
I wonder who else is in Paris with him.
Sounds painful.
We'll never know. I do appreciate the Small Guys purchasing me this new house.
It's so fucking tall. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the ceiling is so tall. Andrew's damn near echoing.
Or he just moved in. Actually, it's just there's no furniture in the house. Besides that,
I'm sitting on a milk crate, and
that's why it's so echoed.
Stopped at Target, got a lamp.
Yeah,
Small
it's
Guys.
also on milk crates.
We got 2 properties at the moment, so just more to come. Yep, we've only been going for 7 months, so.
First we got Violent Night 2 is in the works. We were a big fan of the first one.
Hell yeah.
Didn't see it.
Not really. We didn't give it the best scores, but we figured that there'd be another one. Yeah. I wonder when I wonder if they'll get it out before this Christmas or if it'll be 2 years from now. Brian's pretty excited about this one. A live action Hot Wheels movie is in the making at Warner Brothers.
I'm gonna say
Brian separately texted me about this.
Live action.
No, I'm gonna say it. That Hot Wheels movie that they had on Cartoon Network when we were like 6 years old, still gas. I rewatched it like a couple years ago and I enjoyed it just as much. So yeah, this one might not be terrible.
I remember playing the Hot Wheels
that existed.
This show those were crack. They were good as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
the toys.
I don't know how you possibly do a live action. I mean, it would have to not be a child.
The orange tracks.
Yep.
It would have to be I don't know. I mean, it's got to be like a CGI mess.
No,
they're gonna have me and Josh.
They'll just do like what they did for like the Need for Speed with Aaron Paul. Probably that'd be fun.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. They just called it Need for Speed, and like they raced, and that was like the only similarity to any of the games.
Yeah, but Need for Speed's more realistic. They're just regular cars,
Yeah,
I feel like if they did a Burnout movie, that's different because they like crash cars. Which I feel like Hot Wheels has like loop-de-loop tracks and shit. Like,
what was that other racing movie when we were kids? And he was a white car. Do you remember that?
That was the Need for Speed movie, brother.
It was Herbie Fully Loaded.
Herbie Fully Loaded.
No, it's not that. It was like white and red, and it was like insane racing, and it wasn't Need for Speed. It was something else. Aaron Paul wasn't in it. I know what movie you're talking about. No, we were young.
It was
they said that they were supposed to do Twisted Metal like forever ago.
I'll look it up.
Remember that? They never did anything with it.
Yeah, well,
the thing is, Speed Racer, motherfucker.
I am thinking of Speed Racer.
Yeah, Speed Racer.
There we go.
I promise you, go back and just watch the opening scene of Speed Racer, and you'll turn it off in the first 15 minutes.
Oh, it's bad.
The weirdest fucking movie you'll ever watch. I remember I came home drunk as shit from the bar one night, and it was on Netflix, and I literally turned it on, and I was like having a good time, and I literally sobered up like that. And I'm like, what the actual
audiences gave it a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's weird as fuck. It's the weirdest movie ever.
I remember being like 8 and watching it and thinking this is weird as fuck.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't remember it. I just
car-related series they need to make movie. Hit.
This shit freaks me out.
Hit, that smart car that talks and helps the dude solve crime.
Yep.
It's Knight Rider.
Yeah, Knight Rider. The voice roles for Rick and Morty will be recast for future seasons of Rick and Morty. Dan Harmon will now be the sole creator.
Now, Josh,
the show will continue at least season 10. Yeah,
Josh, I want you to go back.
What a fucking man!
I want you to introduce that piece of news the way that you fucking texted us about it.
I think Mike's whooping his ass
Mike,
right now. Actually,
I think
Mike's
Mike
on a
texted
mission.
it.
He said no feminist hate.
Yeah,
He
so
said no
Mikey
domestic
said
abuse.
Mikey said they should stop the show completely, and Brian said something, and then Mikey said I added that Rick and Morty news to the movie news because Mike makes the news, and then he said that's juicy. So yeah, I don't know why he said that. I guess now looking back at it, Mike probably regrets sending
Josh,
that.
no, Josh, I sent this in our chat because I was
Josh
like,
is now
fuck.
slandering
We all
Mike,
watch
so
Rick and Morty,
unfortunately,
like, this is gonna
Mike can
be-
actually sue Josh.
This
for
is
Mike's
gonna
the
suck.
scapegoat.
defamation.
I send it to Josh.
Yeah.
Josh texts
So
back.
that's
"Ooh,
great.
I'm gonna add
Great
that
for
to
you,
the movie
Mike. I'm
news.
proud of
That's
you.
so juicy.
I'm glad this worked out in Mike's
I
favor.
read that text and almost turned my car in oncoming traffic, bro.
You'll be
Actually, if
hearing
I was
from,
16, I'll
Mike's
just
lawyers,
delete it.
Josh. And
I
it so
was
happens
15. It
that
just stays on my phone.
I
I'm
stand
the
for
lawyer.
I'm the lawyer. You're fucked, buddy. Just start packing your shit up right now because I'm coming in for full.
No, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think that'll work if they get a new
No.
person to
No,
do
it's
all
not.
these
It's not
voices?
gonna work. And
But like I
Of
said,
course.
if you go on TikTok, you see all these lame ass dudes doing the Rick and Morty voice. So
yeah, but again, what
Shit's
you gotta remember
cringe.
is just how much writing he fucking did for the show, and same with High on
Oh,
Life.
yeah.
Like, it's
And
done.
I'm pretty sure he was
They
method
had a
acting,
good
too. He'd get
run,
fucked up.
and it.
Well, we
yeah,
should
yeah,
say
he would
what
get fucking
we should say what
hammered.
happened too.
Yeah,
People don't know.
yeah, let it fly. Because again, it's fucked. Like, he doesn't deserve to be on the show anymore.
Well,
It's
do you wanna
just,
explain it?
I wish that he would have done this, like a couple years down the line.
Get a few more.
Or he
good
just
yeah.
didn't hit his wife at all.
Yeah, wait, you wanted
hey,
the
don't-
news
hey,
to
just
come
hit your
out
wife-
later?
hit your wife in, like,
You've
2
just
years.
not
No,
done it?
no,
now,
that
now
came-
that's worse than what I texted.
That came off
Yeah,
wrong.
You basically said you wanted him to keep getting away with it.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Brian
not
is
getting
an
away with
advocate
it. Whoa,
for
hey,
it.
hey,
Wow.
Yeah,
Again.
so any girl that gets in front of Brian, he'll knock your ass out.
No,
Yeah, he just
No.
hopes that no one ever finds out.
Now this is
Yeah.
slander.
He'll definitely push it under the rug.
All right, we're gonna need to cut all that.
We do no cuts here. It's
Yeah,
No,
it's
but
a
Brian-
no-cut episode.
I'm about to say Aiden's address again.
Which
Brian, go
one?
Go ahead and explain.
He's
what happened.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it came out 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago on like a Friday that
Is he in
just
prison
rolling.
yet?
I don't think any charges have been confirmed yet, but he got locked up and taken to jail for domestic abuse against his wife.
So he's getting the death sentence.
Not the death sentence. I think it
Oh,
came
dude,
out
Simon,
that he would face 5 years in prison. Well, that's why Adult Swim
face-
said that he got cut.
The
Oh,
council
it's not even for
but-
the, it's not even for the kid thing.
No. So then the thing that came out, and the thing that's like kind of fucked up, is that this has been known. Like, these tweets have surfaced before, and
Yeah.
people have known about them, and everyone kind of pushed it off. But those resurfaced again, and there was no stopping it this time. He's already in the limelight for fucking beating the shit out of his wife, which isn't good. And then you add this on there. He was saying some pretty fucked up shit, some Crystalia type shit. Like, he kept.
Oh, I heard he was
the-
like texting girls and shit.
yeah,
I think
well, he
that's
was
what
calling
told
the
me.
one girl jailbait because she was like
Jailbait, yeah.
16 or something like that. And he goes something about like waiting and asking her if she's 18, and like, yeah, it was bad. And he sent all this when he was over 30. I want to say 34.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those all
That's-
resurfaced, and then so as of today, approximately 2 hours ago, I think is when I saw the tweet.
Mhm.
Yeah, they had tweeted that Adult Swim has decided to part ways with Justin Roiland, and that they were going to continue with what was the other guy's name? Dan? Was it Dan something?
Dan Harmon, he's the
Yeah.
creator, so he
Oh,
created
Morty.
Community and all
Yeah,
those.
so Dan Harmon again, he has a good
He is
head
a
on his
genius, but-
shoulders, like
Morty.
but it's just that Justin Roiland had like a lot to do with this, and so now they're gonna fucking carry on for at least season 10 or until season 10, and from there, I don't know. Hopefully, that means that they're stealing this piece of shit's ideas now, because
Well,
he did
'cause in
sign a
season
contract
3
with them.
Yeah, in season 3 they
So-
signed a 7-year contract.
Yeah,
But listen, so
so
Dan Harmon's the brains mainly
mhm.
for most of it, right? Justin Roiland just voices a ton of different characters. So
Yeah,
there could be a world because like Community, like he created Community and came up with the ideas and everything like that.
yeah,
And
but
he
we know
helped
how
with
Community like died out at the end.
exactly once he was gone because
Yeah.
he left season 4 and they
so
tried
I
to
mean,
copy
it does give me hope that it's still going to be good, but we'll see. Because again, it is going to be weird. It's going to be weird without having your main voice actor. And on top of that, like we were talking earlier, he was a fucking method actor. Like he would actually get shit canned in the booth.
and he voices
to
both the main
portray-
characters.
Yeah, so it's going to be weird.
So-
Aiden made the point that a lot of people can do that impression pretty well, so maybe they'll just get the next best person to.
See, but what are
do
the
that
odds
shit.
realistically of how small that like production crew is. I mean, I'm assuming it's not huge like a movie. But what are the odds that they part ways with him, but he still has hands on in the projects?
I was kind of thinking that, and again, it would be fucked
Because
up.
how many people do we know that have been canceled that are
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking.
ghostwriting or
Because I
ghost
was
shit like
thinking,
that?
and that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking to the extent of like maybe Dan still like runs shit by him,
Yeah. Well,
But
that's the thing. I mean, even if they're best friends, like
yeah,
he's still gonna see him. He's not
well,
gonna
he,
never see him again.
because again,
Not
that's
have
kind of
shit
like
like
I
that.
feel like Seth Rogen's on record saying he doesn't talk to James Franco
He
anymore.
most
But like,
likely
I
does,
genuinely
probably
don't
every
believe
day.
that.
So
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So like,
publicly,
it's
he can't
different.
admit that.
And again, I don't want to say this because I don't want to discredit any of the stuff that he did. It's fucking gross. It's disgusting. You'd never do that shit. But like again, it does hurt. It came as a little bit of a shock. Like Rick and Morty, as much shit as people want to talk, like, oh, Rick and Morty's for smart people. Like, no, fuck you. Like, it's a good show.
It's
High on
for
Life was a
domestic
fun game.
abusers, I guess.
Yeah, well, apparently, dude, they kept calling the fucking Justin Roiland being a piece of shit the 9/11 of smoke shops, and as fucked up as that is, I was cracking up the first time I read
I saw
that.
that shit,
Dude, I was like, God damn it, because it's so true. You go into like any type of shop like that, Rick and Morty shit.
I literally just bought
everywhere.
a Rick and Morty glass piece, and it's in the mail, and I'm trying to cancel it, and UPS won't let me.
Yeah,
Get your refund.
it's the one where you fucking pull the bowl out and goes wubba lubba dub dub.
It's a pickle Rick bone.
Ben Affleck's Air will release on April 5th in theaters. This film follows Nike's efforts to sign Michael Jordan to a shoe contract, starring him and Matt Damon as the main characters.
I'm pretty sure he's writing it and directing it, right?
Yep, and then he's going to star in it with Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Woo!
That'll
Yeah,
probably be great.
That's Goodwill
I mean, they're a
Hunting.
great duo, so yeah, obviously, and I think they're best friends in real life, so
Yeah, they are. They're
Yeah.
like super tight.
yeah, so that'll be cool. I'm really excited for that. The new trailer for Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves has been released. The film releases on March 31st in theaters. We are doing a review on it when it comes out. None of us have really played Dungeons and Dragons before,
Speak
but
for your fucking self, buddy.
Have you?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure if you
I've
can
played,
comment on me.
I played
Whenever
a decent
I've-
amount, like freshman year. We
Okay.
would play like every Friday. Yeah, we did a Fallout themed one. That was pretty cool. There was a quick one. We did Star Wars themed one, and then we did just straight D&D.
Oh, that's
which
cool.
is like, yeah, it's fucking fun.
Yeah, Fallout 1 would be sweet too.
Yeah,
That is
so
cool.
I'm excited for this movie. I kind of wish that we would fucking play this low key. It'd probably be like this would be like the nerdiest shit we ever done. Aside
But
from
that
making
shit,
our
aren't
the
own
games
like 8
podcast.
hours?
I've heard
Yeah,
podcasts
dude.
though. I've heard
Dude.
podcasts where they do it. Like they
Yeah,
can
but
play.
see, that's the thing though, Aiden. Just imagine though, like a Saturday night, like what instead of going out, we all just fucking go and campaign up.
Yeah.
Like that'd be
Well-
super fucking fun.
Well, so like Pardon My Take does it. Shout out to that podcast. They have a guy that they hire to come on and narrate and explain to them like how the game works. But basically he creates the stories for
He's
them
the
and they just
DM?
play. Yeah, they just play.
Can we afford
See,
that yet?
See, that's what
I'm
would
not sure. I
suck.
think it's a couple hundred.
Someone would have to be the
Oh,
DM, and
okay.
like I like playing.
No,
So,
we'd have
like,
to get someone on the outside to do it. I
maybe
feel like it'd be
Nick
fun.
Powell,
I-
Nick
I-
Powell, if
yeah,
you're
I
listening,
mean-
you want to be our DM,
Has he
let us
played?
know. I don't know, but it'd be the perfect role for him. How much he loves games,
Yeah.
and he could be a little
Um,
shit and like throw a bunch of stuff at us because I played like that, and that just gets super intense.
Zoe Saldana now stars in 4 films that passed $2 billion worldwide.
Shout
Can
out
you
that
imagine that?
queen.
Dude, the
Shout out
ego
that
I'd
queen.
have.
I think she is the reason, to be honest.
Maybe
believe
him
it.
clearly. Jeremy Renner has issued a thank you for all the supportive messages he's been receiving lately after his accident. He says these 30 plus broken bones will mend,
Ooh.
grow stronger, just like the love and bond with my family and friends deepens. And he says thanks. 30 broken bones, dude.
Dude, did you look up how big that fucking thing was that crushed him?
Yep.
I didn't think it was
See,
that fucking big.
You see, Chris Evans said, "Someone check on the snowcat." I think it was
Yeah.
Chris Evans. I don't know who did it.
They're all commenting on his shit though. It was pretty
Oh,
cool.
man.
Good. Avengers
sucks.
Assemble, you know?
Literally.
Hey, I mean,
Um,
at least he's alive.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
That
I
shit's
said
fucking
Brian
sweet.
would be excited about the Hot Wheels thing, but it'll be really excited about this. We got the first clip for Invincible season 2, or at least a tease to it. The series is
Dude.
predicted to release late 2023 on Amazon Prime. What do you
They
think? Brian?
said late 2023, give or take a couple months. So that
They
means
said,
we could get it
New
early
Year's Eve.
2024, or
This is dropping on New Year's
maybe
Eve.
I'm hoping December, like early December of fucking 2023. November
That'd
would
be cool if we can get
ideal.
it before Christmas.
They
But
said,
again, what I love though, they didn't even give us a teaser. They were just like, "What took you so long?" And then they cut. It's like talking about how they do all the editing, all the animating, like everything like that.
I
Was
like
funny
that.
as fuck. Like
Mhm.
Seth Rogen just stays in his bag, dude. Like I'm glad he branched away from like again, like if he did another stoner comedy movie, I would eat that shit up. Like I know I would. But I'm glad to see him on this path now. To I would have never guessed it, kicking ass in superhero like TV shows now. He's fucking
Yeah.
2 for 2. Shout out to Amazon for fucking like giving him the budget and the time of day to do this. Like
Wait,
that's
this
fucking
is
awesome.
this is all him?
Well, not all
No.
him. It's same guy. What's his name? I always fucking forget it. I feel bad. Evan Goldberg.
Oh, okay.
Goldstein?
Yeah, they work on a lot of movies together.
Do you remember what it is, Aiden? What's his last name? Evan Goldstein?
It's
or
Goldberg.
Goldberg. Okay.
yeah, but I don't
Uh,
think that I think they're just in same thing with the boys. Like they're writers. So, you know,
And
it's
they're
not
executive
totally them.
producers too.
Yeah, so they do
Yeah.
all that, which again is like I wouldn't
They
have
got-
expected that from them, so it's
Oh, yeah.
badass.
But I mean,
Yeah,
that's the
so
thing
he's
is
got his
that they're
hand in The
such
Boys
great
and this.
writers, and you
Mhm.
gotta think like The Boys is hilarious. So, you know, they're doing all that shit, which makes
Which
it
he appears in
Yeah.
both shows too.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was his screen name
Sir
on
Comes a
The
Lot,
Boys? Yeah,
776.
I loved when they had tweeted it. The Boys tweeted back at Invincible's Twitter. It was like, "Is that Sir Comes a Lot 666?"
Yeah. Funny as shit, dude.
Yeah,
Well, I love
that's
seeing them in that shit.
Yeah,
dude. I freaked out when I saw that there was like a little teaser.
Yeah,
I got
as
so
soon as I
excited.
saw it at work, I fucking stood up, or I was already stayed up. I was just like, "Let's fucking go!" My manager's like, "What? What happened?" I was like, "Oh, Invincible 2, like season 2 got announced." Like, my bad, nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
I watched that. I want to say like end of summer last year, and I was really impressed with it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna
absolutely.
rip a rewatch. I rewatched the first 2 episodes at some point last year. It's probably like a while ago now. But I'm excited to rip a rewatch because I remember I watched it right at the end of me having COVID. And I watched that at that point only 9 episodes were out. So I ripped all 9 and then was pissed. I had to wait for a week to watch the 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once you got me on it, I watched it right when the 10th episode came out. So I
Mhm.
finished it right kind of when the show finished. or
Yep.
season
Were
one,
they
I guess.
dropping them weekly?
Yeah.
Yes.
They
Oh,
came out with
shit,
the
that's gonna
first
suck.
2. They did the first 2 and then they dropped it weekly. Cause that's how we fucking found it. My buddy George, who I know actually I don't know if you guys ever met him. He's from out here.
I'm pretty sure I watched mine all the way through.
But George had sent me a clip and it was Omni-Man beating the fuck out of everybody. And he goes, "Bro, I don't know what this is, but we need to fucking find out." And he comes back to me an hour later, goes, "It's called Invincible. It's on Amazon. I'm gonna start watching it." He texts me like a week later and was like, "Yo, did you ever watch it?" And I was like, "No, why? Did it get bad?" And he goes, "No, this is like so fucking good." And I kept pushing it off. And then, yeah, it wasn't until I had COVID. I was like, you know what? I got all this time on my hand. I'm locked in my fucking room. This is all pre-vaccine. So, like, this was like when it was like 10-day COVID
Where you
quarantine.
started shaking after the Pfizer.
Yeah, bro, exactly. Before I started tweaking out there,
Well, because
busting moves.
Brian recommended it, and he's like,
Those
"Yeah, I put it
vibrating
up
panties.
there." He's like, I didn't see the last episode yet, but I'd put it up there with like boys. I love it, and I'm like, damn, okay. So I immediately watched it.
Yeah,
off
what
that
Oh,
the
it's
funnier-
definitely good as shit.
Yep.
I'm excited for season 2. I don't know how they could possibly make it gorier than season 1.
Oh, dude. Wow. I almost want to do like a 20-minute dive before the new season just to talk about season 1 because it's so good.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, but are you guys ready to talk Kaleidoscope?
Yeah, let's talk Kaleidoscope. All 4 of
All right,
us. 'cause
awesome.
we're in
Oh, yeah,
this
can't
together.
wait.
All 4 of
Well,
us
glad to
together.
have all 4 of
the
us
4
on
best
for this.
friends.
Yeah,
4
Aiden's
best
popping
friends.
out, Andrew's popping in. All right.
All right.
See ya. All right. So
All right, man.
Kaleidoscope. See
Peace
ya,
out.
Ado. All right. So Kaleidoscope. Master thief and his crew attempt an epic heist worth $7 billion, but betrayal, greed, and other threats undermine their plans. The show got a 48% critic score and a 45% audience score. It is a Netflix show. This is the show, just in case if you don't know, we are going to spoil it, but it's the show where I guess you can watch it in any order, or it's random, or there's like a million different ways to watch it. I think there's 8 episodes, right? And each one's different colors. And it kind of like, one episode's 7 days before the heist, one's 7 years before the heist, one's a month before the heist, one's the morning after the heist. There's so many different things. And then I think everyone's ends on the white episode, which is the heist itself. But basically, what did you guys think of this?
I'm gonna be honest. I think
I'll
we
start.
all watched
I
it in the
recommended
same
it.
order.
Andrew recommended it, but Andrew, just because you recommended it, I don't want you to go soft on it. Not that I'm
Yeah,
going to
no,
rip
I-
it apart, but
Andrew
there
no,
didn't
was
even
parts I
finish
like.
the fucking show.
So I really enjoyed this episode or this show. I I actually enjoyed it so much that I decided to miss out on episode Orange, Violet, and Red.
And he missed Violet was like the only good one.
Yeah, Violet was. Those were like the good ones.
I decided that I just loved it so much that I was gonna cut it a little short.
You know what, Andrew? I'm so happy you're here admitting this instead of making me and Josh talk about this without you. Do you know how fucking upset I would be?
Yeah, no,
I was already mad when I finished it. I texted you, said fuck you.
So this was actually my recommendation to the group here. To my only defense, I thought
it seemed like a good concept.
It seemed like a good idea. I was seeing it on TikTok. I was like, oh, this is perfect for a podcast. You know, you can watch this show in any order. And we'll all
I don't even
have
think it's in
different...
the top 10 anymore.
This show is not good. Spoiler alert. This will be one of our shortest show series reviews that we do on this podcast. I'm confident in that. I don't.
You want to know why? You want to know why, guys? Because I just finished this show on Sunday and I don't remember shit. Josh finished the show a week ago, doesn't remember shit.
I finished it yesterday. I watched well, to be fair, like I said, I only watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm gonna be honest. Did you watch it in order
5.
or did you jump?
So I can tell you what. Well, everyone has a different order. That's the difference.
No, they're the same. Me and my parents watched it in the same order.
I think Brian's right. So I think everyone's is the same, but you can watch it in any order.
Yeah, on Netflix,
I'm pretty sure because I compared with
the exact same.
I compared with other people's Netflix accounts, and everyone's was the same as mine.
So you guys have started yellow, green, blue.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that jumped around.
I have the order here. I don't know. Maybe ours are like a little different, but like.
All right. Well, I can tell you how I watched it because I skipped some stuff.
Go ahead.
So I went green, yellow, blue.
Yeah, but
pink, white.
You started green, right? Like you didn't.
Yep, in that exact order. No, yeah, mine exact order.
Okay, let me tell you how mine was laid out because I just watched mine in the order Netflix had me do it: yellow, green, blue, orange, violet, red, pink, white.
Yeah, that's exactly how mine was laid out too. So I did switch it up just a little bit.
Check on mine. I had to open up Netflix on the Xbox. Let's see. Where's this piece of shit at? What's the name of this fucking thing? Oh, there it is.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, so mine was in the order. Yeah, it was green, yellow, blue, violet.
Oh, hold on. Mine's yellow first.
Mine was green, so I watched The Prison.
Okay, so you went
green, yellow, blue.
Okay, I'm blue.
Violet, orange.
Ooh, I'm orange, violet.
Yeah, see, I told you. It doesn't.
I didn't know that. Well, because mine and my parents lined up, and I mean,
you guys are all on the same Netflix account.
You're on the same account.
Well, we're on separate like profiles though.
Sure.
So I figured that would like jumble it up.
Well, like so, my brother compared it with his girlfriend, and then I compared it with mine, and all four of us.
I'm sorry, your brother's what?
Whoa, we didn't know about that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to cut this. All four of us though have the same order. So and I'm like, well, if there's a million different outcomes, what the hell are the odds of? I'm gonna have to ask Dr. Strange.
Maybe they got fucking lazy, and it's like, they all pay on one bill, so they're gonna get it in the same order. We don't have.
No, but we all have different accounts.
About these freeloaders.
Are we all different? We all have different payments.
Yeah, and mine's different than Josh, and it sounds like ours were identical. But I selectively decided to just be so cool and choose my own order. Although I did choose my own order, and like I said, I skipped 3 episodes because I just love the show so much.
Well, yeah. I don't know because
man. So let's talk about the episodes we remember. So I said Violet was the best.
It is.
That's solely because Violet takes place 24 years before the heist, so it shows the setup as to
what'd you think of them looking young.
It looked the exact fucking same. It looked the same. I don't know. And that's what I want to get into before we even they gave this role to what's his name? Such a piece of shit. I'm so bad with his name.
He's not though. He's a good guy, isn't he? Or at least a good actor.
Why am I blanking his name?
Giancarlo Esposito from Breaking Bad.
Yes, him. So his role was good when he was playing Leo. Mastermind. But now I'm stuck here trying to believe he's playing this Leo guy that will beat the shit out of someone in prison and then rushes the guy with the gun and beats the shit out of him like while the water's falling. Like, that is not his role. Maybe as fucking Muff Gideon or whatever the fuck his name is, but not in this.
You know what character I hated?
The fucking
Stan. The nerd with the glasses.
Like Stan?
Bro, he kept getting them in so much trouble and fucking up constantly.
Yeah,
Right,
He's trying to be this like cock block.
Dude, and then the fucking loud dude, I could have told you that he was gonna be a piece of shit throughout the whole show. Like, like it was just like, bro, like you brought this piece of shit on. Like, if you're so smart, Leo, like fucking kill him right away.
Yeah.
So
especially once he had one hand, kill him.
Yeah.
I want to say without even watching, like, I mean, I saw how the show ends. I watched the White episode and I watched a couple others. This is the most forgettable show I've ever watched in my entire life. I don't think.
I don't think technically you can review it. I think we got to give you a DNF. Our score.
Nope. I'm giving a score because I recommended this show.
I mean, I recommended Blonde and I gave it the worst.
I don't even understand. Like, so just starting with Green, I guess maybe I missed it. And it's on me.
That's what I started with, Ryan.
Is fucking Leo dead or not? Like, why is nobody looking for him? This man is making visits to jail.
Well, he fakes his death.
And he going to jails. Like, wouldn't that ping some radars?
No,
like,
at the end of
this prisoner fucking escaped, like facial recognition or something.
So at the end of the Green episode, he fakes his death. So people do think he's dead. Ava helped him do that.
Ava was hot.
Yes. Couple points up. Yeah, so I started with Yellow, and Yellow assembles the team. So I think starting with Yellow kind of made the most sense.
That was a cool one, you know, because Stan, and again, that's what I didn't get either. Like 7 years later, and like Stan is running the shop and shit. Because I didn't even understand why Stan would want to break out in the first place. His sentence was only another year and a half. Like, why would he want a life on the run? Like, I understand why Leo did it. Why the fuck would Stan even want to try? Like, I mean, it worked out because Stan turned himself in pretending to be on mushrooms, but fuck.
So do you guys think this show would have been better if in the back of your mind you knew that there was only one way to watch it, like every other show? Because the whole time watching this, I don't know what you guys were thinking, but I was thinking, am I watching this the right way? Would this be more enjoyable if I watched this as
I didn't even think
designed?
about that after 2 episodes in because it was just bad. By the first episode, I texted and said, who the fuck recommended this? Because that's when he's trying to boss up in the jail. Because again, I started with Green. So he's trying to boss up in the jail. Like, oh, leave my Sally alone. Because if you hurt him, then he's going to keep me up all night. Fuck you. That was so bad. And again, it hurt me. What makes me so mad is because I love him as an actor. You know, he's gone 3 for 3 between Star Wars, Breaking Bad, and fucking The Boys for me.
The Boys.
Far Cry,
and even in Far Cry, he was fucking good in that. And then you get this role, and it didn't seem like his role. I appreciate him trying to branch out, but buddy, we're gonna get you a better role. I swear to God, you are not the issue.
So he's still
playing a bad guy, technically.
How I would have fixed this show if it were me. Normally we don't do this, but how I would fix this is I would make this a 2-hour movie. And this would be great.
Josh would be all over it. Josh loves heist movies.
Make this a 2-hour heist film and cut out 70% of the show, because this felt like the most filler intense show I've ever watched in my life.
Well, because again, and like that's kind of what sucked about the idea was that you could start from anywhere, so they all kind of have to have a little build up to it, and it's just like, bro, I've already seen this. I know who the crew is.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, well, this one was a week ago, so that means the last episode which I watched was a month ago. And then like you're trying to think like, wait, had this happened yet? Has this not happened yet? And then like for the first half of the season, you're like, who is this Roger guy? To Leo, was Roger a cop?
Yeah, and then just back to Violet. So Violet was cool until the ending. You find out why Leo's wife is dead. It's Roger's fault, and they wanted to pull one more heist, and then Roger could have easily pulled his wife out of there, but instead gets her killed and gets him arrested. They could have walked away from this shit. And then on top of that, Leo could have easily busted open that door. We saw him do it. Where was that at? Like, I understand he was in shock watching his wife like inhale all that smoke. Just fucking do what you just did 5 minutes later, but you would have saved her.
Yeah. Oh. Well, it's like that's the thing. So it's like, you knew at the end of that episode something had to go down because like he ends up in prison and she dies. Yeah, so it's like you're like, how does this guy end up screwing her over? And he just lights the place on fire, and they're trying to do this, and he wants out of the game and everything like that. I do like that episode. thought
I
that was
do,
pretty...
and again, well, because again, it shows he is a good or a good father, and he had his daughter in like mind, and he was like, "Yo, like I can't do this anymore." The only reason he does is because he's trying to help out Roger.
Yeah.
And then like two, like again, I wish I cared more about these characters because I probably would have felt more emotional. But when he gives his daughter the whole, but right now I need you to be brave. Show me where you're brave. Like that was fucking sweet. That was so sweet. But again, I
like that in the final
care.
episode.
I didn't care.
So that's the biggest thing about this show. There is no desire to build any emotional connection, in my opinion, with any of the characters, unless you guys want to try and rebuttal that.
Well, so
especially Bob. Fuck Bob.
Was it red or pink? Oh, it's pink. You didn't watch Pink, Andrew?
Which one was Pink about?
I have my Netflix pulled up.
You didn't watch Pink?
You said he's checking. I said, which one is that?
Oh, no, I watched Pink.
Pink is right. Go ahead,
I didn't watch Orange, Violet, Red.
Oh, okay. Pink's the one where they all start dying.
I mean, that was kind of all right.
Well, so I saw
that one was after the heist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
really?
6 months. Yeah, I have it.
Pink
is 6 months after.
I know. What order
heist.
did you watch that in, though? Did you just randomly put that one on before? Did you watch that one before the heist?
I went green, yellow, blue, pink, white.
Okay. Yeah, so people on TikTok, and I saw this before watching the show, is watch Pink as late as you possibly can. So I watched Pink and then White. But that was the order I think was in. Yeah, so it pissed me, and I was watching with Sydney, off that everyone dies and we know that they all die, and then we have to watch the heist episode.
Yep.
That pissed us off. So I was wondering, because I was like, if you missed Pink, I feel like Pink's kind of a big episode because everyone starts dying.
I saw Pink.
Yeah, so
that's what killed it for me. I watched White last night and I just didn't even care.
And then the way Leo dies, you're like, okay, well, maybe we'll learn that from the heist. And then like, we'll learn what happened to RJ and where the bonds went, like all this other shit. And it was like obvious as fuck. And then you don't even know who killed Leo, really.
No idea.
And RJ dying was stupid. And then yeah, I mean,
RJ dying was the biggest bullshit ever, bro.
Dude, because I thought he had the bonds, or he was up to
some shit. And I thought, like, I honestly wanted him to steal. I wanted him to fucking have the bonds.
Yeah, that was one of the characters.
And then it was just like, oh, sorry, that's not the case.
Yeah.
No, I can't recommend this. You got any fun facts on it, Josh?
No, those are only rewinds.
Dude, and then I was hoping maybe and then like. There's just so many times you're watching this show and you have to fucking sit there and be like, all right, what have I seen and what do I know? And it's not because like, oh, I want to solve the case. No, it's because you genuinely fucking forgot what you watched the night before.
It's like in one of the
episodes, as a movie.
And one of the episodes you see that they like got bees in the truck and you're like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna use bees. They do end up using bees.
The bees
like
was
all
cool.
These little things.
That was cool when they used it in the heist.
Yeah,
Josh, you're a heist guy. What did you think of the final heist?
I thought the vault was a little boring. I thought they could have made cool. The bee thing was cool, but like that was
it looked
cool
like
thing.
GTA down there, bro. It looked like Diamond Heist.
That was the hardest thing they had to get around. They got bees and they had everything else lined up. It was just smooth sailing.
Yeah, and then the fact that the biggest storm ever to hit New York like ended up happening. Which lucky.
Dude, and then the FBI agents pissed me off so much.
Oh, that was so Orange was the episode on her, the FBI agent.
Why do I give a fuck about some ex-drug addict that wants her kid? Like, I was almost like happy as fucked up as it. I would never hope this in real life, but in this show, I was so happy when she fucking planted the drugs on her and ran out.
How did she end up dying, Brian? Like that kind of confused me on the street there.
The cop?
Yeah.
She got shot.
Yeah, she got shot.
She was shot.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, she got shot.
I honestly
I think they like traded bullets.
Oh.
Okay. Or actually the cop lived, didn't she?
No, she was like walking on the street. Some homeless guy came up to her and like touched her or something, and then like she walked in the street, crossing the street, and then she fell over and like died.
I don't remember that. How the fuck was that?
Yeah.
What episode was that? Like what?
I think that was in Pink.
Dude, no, I don't remember that. Yeah. I remember them being on the beach and they kill Bob and like I thought she lived.
That's in White. Wait, no, that's in Pink.
That's Pink.
That's in Pink.
She was on the beach. Bob was the last one to go. She lived, brother.
Does she not die?
No.
Fucking
no. And then fucking what was Bob's wife's name? We don't even know. We don't even know if Judy fucking took the money or
well, it's Judy and Stan. I think Judy left Stan's ass.
I think so too.
Stan's a bitch. Dude, when he lets his glasses, I'm like, as a fellow blind guy, how the fuck do you forget your glasses?
You're not
dumbass.
I
so
don't know. I'm trying to think just to give a benefit of the doubt. When they
No, he sucks.
when they
And
break
he
out
shows
of
up to
the
the and he shows up to
prison
the
is
hideout on a
cool.
lift, Brian.
Yeah, and then he
Explain
shows
that.
up the lift. That was
He
fucking
sucks. He doesn't know what the
stupid.
fuck he's doing.
He
He's
put the
trying to cock block
mushrooms in
Bob the whole time.
the mushrooms in the food. I hated Bob though. I'd much rather like fuck
See,
that.
I liked
I
Bob
wish
was kind
Bob
of
would
funny
have.
because
I
he
wish
was
Bob would
he
have
was in
died right away. No, when Bob
Suicide
fucking
Squad.
showed up at Ava's house, yeah, I didn't like him in that either. Captain Boomerang can eat a dick.
He's funny though.
It's just his roles, you know. I'm sure he's a great guy, but
Yeah.
no, dude,
Well,
no. And then
can we go into
fucking-
scores? Do we have anything else to say on this show? I
Well,
hate
yeah,
this.
I'm gonna mention really quick the thing about it being unique where you can watch it in any order. I guess like that idea is cool, but like it's my same problem that I have with a bunch of Netflix shows is like it's hard to talk about it with a friend. But like even like The Watcher, which we reviewed on here, like me and Andrew would talk about it, and like I'd be on episode 3 and he'd be on 4, but it'd be a pretty good idea of like he knows everything I've seen, right? So we can still talk about the show even though me and him have not finished it yet, and kind of give our theories as to how we think the show's going to end, right? That's a normal show. That's what's fun about a show, especially one that comes out weekly. We just talked about Last of Us episode 2, like we're theorizing about the future of the show. That's a great example of what a show is, and that's what's cool about weekly releases, or even just pacing yourself or watching it in the correct order.
No,
But with this show,
know,
how do you talk about it with a friend while you're watching it
well, I
without
think
spoiling it for them?
the idea would be like, oh, bro, you watched Pink last night? I watched Blue, and then you're gonna be like, ah, man, I'm gonna rush home, and you said you watched Pink, I'm gonna watch that. Like, I think that's what they wanted, but everyone else is just lazy like us, just like, yeah, I'm gonna just play it from the top, like whatever order it's in, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I think something that would have been cool, but Netflix doesn't do it, would have been if they would have individually released each episode. So every account got something different. So your first episode was green and I only get to watch yellow. Now we get to talk about it because there's only one episode out. Maybe.
No, shut up. That's a stupid idea.
Okay, worst idea.
I don't know.
I'll just go run into the ocean.
I get what they did because there was moments where like because I watched the Violet one pretty late, and in the show and in the Violet one, Roger steals the watch for Roger. Do you remember that, Brian?
Yep.
And you see in an earlier episode, and I forget which color it is, where he breaks into Roger's house and he does the contact thing. Where he messes with his contacts to fuck. That was
funny as fuck.
That was funny, but you see him go and look at the watch and move it a little bit, like he's examining the watch that he gave his friend, and you have no clue what the watch means or anything like that till a later episode. So there is cool moments like that, but you have to like pay so much attention to the show to pick up on those small things.
And this isn't one of those shows. This isn't the last.
Actually, before we recorded this is live, so it's on the record. But Brian said he's like, I wish we would have done Blackbird, and I was like, you know what? I just watched that show, and that was a great show. We should have done Blackbird.
I only watched one, and that was a better show than this whole fucking show.
That whole 6 episodes, I remember the whole thing. I could tell you what happens.
Well, you recommended this, and then you recommended Blackbird.
Yeah, so you're
I
kind
did.
of an asshole.
So I don't know. Yeah, we don't know really.
I should have flipped the order. If I'd have flipped the order, you guys would have been all over Kaleidoscope.
So you're saying we shouldn't have done the show you recommended?
Yeah, we should have done the other show that I recommended.
That you recommended. Okay. Well, we'll learn for next time. But yeah, let's go ahead. You recommended it. You go first.
No, I have to go last. It's my.
You didn't even finish it.
Nope, I have to go last. I want you guys to go first because I'm going to give it a way lower score than both of you. Start us off, Josh.
Me? I don't know what to give it. I always write these down for this show. I wasn't sure.
I didn't write it down.
Did you write yours down, Ryan?
No, dude, because I wanted to start this episode at like 6 o'clock when I got home from work just to get it out of my fucking mind because like I was struggling at work trying to remember shit about it. Good actors in it. Not a strong show by any means.
Yeah.
I think the only episode that was cool, the fucking mini heist they did where Beast of Burden was playing was way fucking cooler than the main heist. Like that was so much fucking cooler. Like props to that episode. Props to the Violet episode. Bob can eat a dick. That. Bob just pissed me off the whole time.
I didn't like so many characters. I'm gonna give it a 40.
Okay.
Wow.
Dude,
40.
Dude, pretty good.
40?
I don't think
Yeah.
I can give this comfortably higher than like a 38, like 38.
I don't think 40's high.
Wow, you guys are awfully close. All right, then I'll give my score. I'm gonna give it an 11.
An 11.
I'm comfortable with an 11.
I don't know, man. If you're into the shitty Netflix movies, like again, my parents are gonna.
This might be a 15.
My parents are gonna tell me this was a great fucking show. What are you guys talking about? And that's fine. That's totally fine. People are allowed to like things that we don't like. I'm just upset I wasted so much fucking time watching it.
I'm glad I didn't watch the whole thing, and I will, on record, also say that I deserve a
you
do
brought
not
it
finish.
To
Yeah,
you
I do
brought
kind of
it to
deserve
yeah. You
a
have
DNF.
to finish that.
You deserve a DNF.
No,
Put it on the website.
You go back, and you finish this.
Yeah, I don't know how you're
young
rating a show
man.
when you've only seen half of it.
Yeah, what are you, Mikey or something?
Yeah, because I listen, I fucked up. I recommended Blonde, but I still watched the entire thing because Brian had to watch it because I recommended it, I still gave it a low score because I finished it.
I watched more of Kaleidoscope than Blonde is, so.
Well, Blonde's only a 3-hour movie.
We at least got to see
Kaleidoscope's
JFK,
an 8-hour long. Yeah,
dude, fucking.
I watched
Blonde
4 hours.
Blonde
of this.
was
That was
a
good enough.
3-hour softcore porn movie. And then this was just bad writing.
This is bad. Yeah, no, that's the thing about the show. It does have good actors in it.
Yeah, and again,
and
I don't
there's
want
a couple good.
The delivery is.
I don't want to
horrible.
discredit any actors in this. This isn't them.
No, me
but
neither.
whoever this writer is, get your head out of your fucking ass before you try to do something like this. The coolest thing I want to record, the coolest thing Netflix has done that wasn't original, or that was original, was fucking Bandersnatch. Bandersnatch, there was different outcomes, but it ended with you like killing yourself or you fucking getting killed by something else. But at the end of the day, there was a right path to take. You just had to get there. And that was fucking sweet.
I will give Netflix credit, although I said it an 11 and really it's going to be a DNF on the website.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they are willing to try different things. No one else is doing this that I know of. I'll give them credit for that. That is cool. And they're picking up cool and well-recognized actors to a degree.
Yeah. Again,
the writing is a challenge though. So I have to give the writers props to it because you have to write something that has to flow no matter where you start.
They can watch in any order.
That's
I just don't understand
hard.
how Netflix is canceling all types of shows that are actually bangers, but then can go ahead produce this. But like, yeah, this will hit. Fuck you.
Well, they came out and said that they've never, because they've been getting a lot of flack for it. They came out and said that they've never.
And you want to know what that makes me think? They inflate all their numbers.
Yeah, they basically said that they never cancel a show that's successful.
Yeah, fuck off. I can't even.
Tried.
Andrew, I still love you and I respect you. And if you recommend something else, I will watch it. But this was not it. Yeah. Again, I told you, I already watched the first episode. I fucking loved it way more.
Loved it, right?
Yeah. But I had to stop watching it. I had to stop watching this because Josh texted me, said, "Hey, you got to watch Kaleidoscope. We're going to talk about it in a week." And I was like, "God damn it. Okay."
Good point.
Listen, I see it on the schedule. I got to finish it.
Look, and I get it. We can't always have bangers, and that's fine.
No, I've given things too many 90s this month.
You
gave this a 40, and you're being incredibly generous.
Give me a bad movie though. Over
defend the 40, Josh.
I'll defend it right now. 40's not a good score at all. First, second, the acting's really good. I think the writing is pretty good. Like you said, it is challenging to write a show where you can watch it in any order. And there were a few good episodes that I actually did like. I liked Violet a lot. I liked Green a good amount. And then I think it was Orange was the other one that I kind of liked. The heist one was, yeah. So there was 3 out of the 8 that I actually kind of enjoyed. That I was like, oh, I like that. So really, it wasn't like, oh, this is awful. I probably wouldn't recommend it to someone. That's why I give it to a 40, and I wouldn't rewatch it again. But like, I didn't like it wasn't Blonde bad.
Yeah, but again, I'd much rather watch a 3-hour movie than sit here and have to watch 8 episodes at fucking 45 minutes a piece.
Yeah, but at least I got some enjoyment out of this compared to that movie.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think the audience score and the Rotten Tomato score, the 48 and 45, are kind of around the same ballpark where I kind of feel. From being
definitely.
I'm just a hater and giving it an 11. But it
As
sounds
you
like
should.
it sounds like I missed out on. You're saying Violet was good. That was
Yeah,
one of the
Violet
ones I
was really
missed.
good. Violet was
Orange
like
was
one
good.
of the
One of
good
the ones I
episodes.
missed.
Mhm.
So it sounds like I missed out on
You
two
shot
of the
yourself
better.
in the foot there.
I recommended the show and didn't watch two of the episodes that may have bumped me into the 30s.
2 out of the 8, or is it 9?
This could have been in the 30s, but I'm gonna have to
Violet
stick with
and Red have the best ratings too.
Okay, yeah. I missed Violet, Red, and Orange.
Hey, you know what? We'll be back at it. What do we have coming up? What's our next one?
Next we're doing a rewind on LA Confidential from 1997.
Yep.
It's series pick. He'll be on the episode.
I don't think
any of us have seen it.
That episode.
I've never seen
closing
it.
on a couple houses.
Nice.
The cast
Small
are
Guy's
pretty good though.
House.
So.
Yeah,
Small Guy's
a couple
House.
of them. Where
Nice.
Everyone's getting a house.
All right. Well,
But
there's definitely a TV show. If you have the time and you want to waste some time, go ahead and watch it. Or
go ahead and purchase one of our t-shirts.
Watch a 90s
that
show
was a movie.
If you're complete, if you think we're complete fucking hacks and we don't know what we're talking about, fight us about it. We'll take a good argument any fucking day.
Not
you come at
physically.
us with the facts. No, not physically. Dude, we're fucking small guys. Come on now.
Yeah.
Just come at us online. You know where to find us, Small Guys, on fucking Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Do we have a Facebook?
No.
Smallguys.com.
No, we actually don't.
You can email us at smallguys@gmail, whatever the fuck.
.org.
Yep. .com.
Yeah, small guys live.
Don't email us.
Josh will love that.
that.
Send him hate mail. Tell Josh to kill himself.
Don't do
Stop
that.
sending
That's
stuff.
bad.
Stop sending stuff to my PO box.
Did you get my underwear I sent Josh?
I did.
We
I'd
had
throw it
those
away
burned immediately.
as soon as I smelled them.
He did take one big whiff, and I was like, "All right, give me a distant smell." So he kind of just
Yeah, but we'll be back next Tuesday. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time. Maybe instead of watching this on Netflix, go watch that 90s show instead. So
yeah, maybe
it is better than the show.
But all right, I love you guys.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
All right, see you guys.
Love you.
See ya.